I am remiss on this video. I apologize sincerely for the delay. We had to go collect on a bachelor's degree, and then my vacation wound up being a whole bunch of laziness. So, anyhow, what's good? It's your girl D, back with another video. We're looking at the Sweet Peach collection from Too Faced, and I wanted to give you my honest, genuine opinion. I bought the pieces in this collection with my own money. This is not a sponsored video or whatever. I wish I had enough subscribers to get sponsored shit. But I wanted to let you guys know because I've been seeing in some of my makeup groups that there's a little bit of hesitation in regards to if the palette's worth the hype. And then secondly, those who got the palette, it's kind of 50-50. Some people are excited that they got it, and then some people are like, I don't know what to do with it, or I feel like I wasted my money. So I'm here to set the record straight, at least from my neck of the woods, because I'm someone who has an original Sweet Peach palette from the spring launch and had to stay up till midnight and randomly got this from what, Ulta site? So this time around, what Too Faced did, because there was such a huge demand for the palette, or at least the Sweet Peach collection, what Too Faced did is they released it initially on, I think, the 1st or the 2nd of December. Just randomly at night, they released the palette only. And so what I did was I bought 5 of them then to help for those who were wanting the palette. And then after that, I sold some of them, and then I used some of them, gave some away as Christmas gifts or whatever. But I kept one to go ahead and do a comparison, because what I wanted to know is the formula still the same? Is the formula still the same in the new one as it is in the old one? And what I did was some side-by-side swatches. I'm actually not going to tell you which side belongs to which palette. Now, I can show you that there is a very slight difference between the palettes. And it's here in the ombre edge. You can see this is more of a reddish orange, and this is more of a dull orange in regards to the palette. The reddish orange belongs to the new palette, and this more dull one is my original. And you'd be surprised, I've actually still got quite a bit of product, even though I, like, maybe in April I use this like every damn day. I don't know, but so the formula is still the same. I know that there was a little bit of controversy with Too Faced and Nikki Tutorials and that catastrophe in regards to how the swatches on Nikki Tutorials and in her video didn't look the same as when people actually got the product in hand. And so there's a little bit hush-hush scandal in regards to that. There's also a new scandal going on in regards to people wanting to get their palette, or people who ordered the palettes and either didn't get them, got the wrong product. I saw a comment that someone never got charged for their palette. They just got it for free, basically. Boo thing, you may want to watch your bank account just in case. And then what is it that but anyways, we'll get to the scandal part in a second. Now, in regards to the quality of the product, it's there. I love it. And I'm not saying that just because I'm one of the original Peachy owners. Like, oh, it is magnetic. I'm not saying that, you know, because I'm biased or anything like that. It is a good quality product. Some swatches are a little misleading, but with the Kat Von D, with the Serpentina palette, as well as the Metal and Matte palette, those swatches were hideous, but the product performed beautifully. So I can say, if you're able to swatch it in store, or at least able to, you know, maybe get a very, 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 very clean tester, because I don't want to say, you know, go ahead and swatch in store and then put it on your eye. I don't know about that level of cleanliness. Sorry, I'm full. But it's one of those where just because the swatches may not be what it is that you are, just because the swatches aren't living up to what your expectations were, doesn't necessarily mean that the product won't. Because I was completely taken aback with the Kat Von D items as well. I didn't even bother with swatches for this. I just wanted the shit just because it was hype. And that was back then. Now I wanted the whole collection to see how it performed and if it's something that you guys should spend your money on. Because I know that a lot of the online sales are still happening with Ulta, Sephora, Macy's, and I know HSN. Get it on that HSN Easy Pay and then do Visa checkout and get another $20 off. You're welcome. But as for the palette itself, it's worth the hype. Just go after it when it's not hype. That's what I'll say. Right now, it's a big to-do. I'm not giving you full swatches because there's a ton of videos out there with swatches from the original launch back in spring. I'm not giving you a full swatch of all 18 shades, but I can say this: if you're able to get your hands on one, hang on to it and don't knock it just yet. Now, let's go on to some of the other items in regards to the collection. So, this Papa Don't Peach. This lovely little doodad right here. I'm gonna adjust. Do I need my craft paper? Anyhow. So Papa Don't Peach. When I tell you this is so brown girl friendly. Let's see. Our iconic Papa Don't Peach blush has been brought back from the archives and reborn with the skin-loving essence of peach and a fresh, juicy scent. It's the perfect bronzy peach that adds a pop of warmth and a sexy glow to any complexion. Listen. They are not lying. Oh my gosh. This... Now, the scent on this is a lot more subtle than the scent on the palette. But it is there. And this is literally, this by itself, I didn't even need the glow kit. I didn't. Like, this by itself wasn't enough. You don't need a highlight and a blush. Just use this and you're good. You're good. It is. Now, is this worth the price? No. Especially since the eyeshadow palette is like $9. Or sorry, like 20. I have to see how much it is. I think the glow kit was 40 and this was 30. This one single blush is not worth the price, at least in regards to a cost point, in my opinion. Now, am I gonna get rid of it? No. But this lip oil is something else. I'm not gonna get rid of it, but at the same time, this is one of those that you don't need it in your life. It's bomb. It is bomb, but you don't need it. Now, in regards to the little glow kit, the glow kit comes with a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer. Yes. Sweet Peach Glow Illuminating Blushing and Bronzing Palette is infused with the juicy scent and skin-loving essence of peach to give your face a radiant, natural peach glow. This also comes with a little glamour guide. Shows you where it is that you should sweep each of the items, the highlight, the peach, and the bronzer. Or the bronze, I should say. It's not dedicatedly a bronzer, but it just says bronze on here. Now this combined with this is overkill when I tell you, like, I'm lit. But one or the other. You can get the effects of this blush, the Papa Don't Peach. You can get the effects of the blush with this by itself. And it's got a little bit more dimension to it because it's got a dedicated highlighter as well as a bronzer. Now, the blush, I'm not too much of a fan of. the blush in here in comparison of the blush that's dedicated in here, this is a lot more finely milled and pressed, whereas this has a little bit more luminescence to it, this particular blush. But then again, it should have a little bit more luminescence to it because this is a damn glow palette. So you're supposed to glow up, you're supposed to be bright and supposed to be lit with some shit. Now this in comparison to this, I know this should be close to 40 and this is 49 by itself. Not worth it, fam. So when you've got Anastasia glow kits out there that are $40 and you're getting larger pans and probably 5 to 6 shades versus this that only has one highlight, one blush, and one bronzer, no, it's not worth it on that cost point, fam. It really isn't. It's pretty, but you do not need it. You don't. And it's hype right now, and I love this, but you don't need it. We was just balling outrageous in the month of December, so I went ahead and bought it, but you do not need this in the least. Save your coin and exercise your other glow kits. Last but not least, we have the lip oils, or the Creamy Peach Oil lip glosses. I got 3 shades that I thought would look okay on me. The first one was Papa Don't Peach, and it again reminds me of Blame It On Quay from Instagram with his TT character. Just ugh. The second one was Peach Tease, which was a little bit more subtle, but still, it still wasn't hitting 100% for me. Now the last one, which is a Tickle Me Peach. This is one that's kind of a watermelon inspired one, I suppose. It looks freaking fluorescent here in the tube. But on, it looks like a little bit of a lip stain. And I can get with this. I genuinely can. Like, I know it looks like I've been making out and I had on lipstick and now it's not there anymore. Maybe, you know, I had a big piece of pizza and I was smashing the food and need to reapply my lipstick. I don't know. But this is a lot more tolerable than the other two. And again, I picked what I thought would look good. And the good thing is, on Too Faced website, they actually have models of different complexions, so you can see what colors look like on a brown girl and see what colors look like on a more fair complected young lady as well too. I thought they would complement me well. I don't like them. Nope. Other than the Tickle Me Peach. But now, in regards of it being a quality product though, you know, because the shade preference doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the performance of the product. The performance, it's still here. You can tell that it's prominent. My lips feel lovely, moisturized as well too. So far, it hasn't come off in any way, shape, or form. It seems to be long lasting, and it smells nice. So, in conclusion, as for whether or not you should invest in the collection, then the entire collection, no. As for pieces of the collection, I would say it could be worth your time. Now, I'm not saying that it should be or that it will be, because I don't know what your wallet situation is set up like, fam. But it could be worth your time to pick up a couple things. Most notably, the palette. The palette's going to be the best value whatsoever. I would say the palette would be the most cost-effective item that you would buy, just because you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Now, Too Faced is a prestige brand, so it's up there with the ranks of Urban Decay and Kat Von D and Makeup Forever and Anastasia Beverly Hills, those high-end companies that do charge quite a bit of guap for their product, but it costs more because the quality is there. So you want to keep that in mind if you are going to purchase it. Secondly, again, 18 shades out of the entire collection. If you're going to pay anything, you want to try to get the most bang for your buck from it. So the 18 shades in this versus the versus the one shade of the blush versus the highlight, bronze, and blush in the glow kit. Nah, fam. The lip products, yeah, I mean, I'm used to lip products being anywhere around the $20 mark, and that's just because I have quite a bit too, from Anastasia to Urban Decay to some Too Faced products, Kat Von D. I've got lower end ones, you know, we've got Wet n Wild, we've got other drugstore brands, and we've got high-end ones. I've got NARS, I've got Bite Cosmetics too. So when it comes to the price point for a lip product, I really don't see any kind of median there. You know, I think these were $16 or $19 each. I have to go back and check, but I'll have the prices, everything listed in the description box below. So I don't really see any kind of issue with the price of the lip product, because if anything, that'd be the cheapest thing that you could get. And if all you want is just one thing, then all you want is just that. So, oh well. Now, to address the current scandal that's been taking place, because I did receive this really interesting random automated, random auto-generated email from Too Faced saying any order that was placed between the 14th and the 20th, we will do our best to get it out by December the 24th. And I was like, but I already got mine, fam. Like, granted, I wanted it before my graduation, so I could go ahead and get that glow up, because, you know, we had the Baker University orange colors, and this is all peachy. But it came the next day. It's quite all right. And I was able to use some other makeup and everything too, still. But I know that there were, let's see, John Cookin, who is my guilty pleasure that I adore on YouTube, with it being a drama and news channel. Hi! His signature palette snap whenever he's trying to be shady. I'm gonna do that, like, whenever I call somebody out. Like, I know exactly when I'm going to insert that in the video. Okay, got it. Anyways, apparently a lot of people were hitting him up because there were people on Too Faced Instagram page that was talking about how they contacted customer service, sent multiple emails, no response. The phone lines were shut down if you tried to call them, and people were either not receiving their orders, they received wrong. They were missing the palette completely, so they had a missing item in their order, or they got the wrong thing. So they ordered a palette and then they got a blush that they didn't order at all in any way, shape, or form. So I know Too Faced is trying to do some major PR trying to get that rectified, but I got all my stuff. Like, everything that I asked for, everything that I paid for, I got. And I don't know if, you know, I can't speak for the hundreds of people out there, because if you go to Too Faced Instagram and look at the comment section, you'll see. I can't really speak for the hundreds of people out there that are experiencing this. I am so sorry if you are one of them, and I hope that they get it fixed, and I hope that you got your palette in time for the holiday. But if not, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your story and to talk with you about it. There's much hype and anticipation that Too Faced built into this, with the digital line, with the beautiful launch party that we all were seeing, with all of the other YouTube gurus that got their PR packages with all of the 8 lip glosses and the palette and the glow kit and the blush. You know what I got? Because I was one of the first original people to order. You wanna know what I got? I got this bag. The fuck am I gonna put in this bag? Look like a pencil bag. Anyways, it stinks that there are people out there who are having difficulty with their orders. So I hope that they get it all worked out. I would harass Jared Blandino like it ain't shit. Like, you know, and John Cookin brought up a very good point. All of the gurus who got their stuff for free got it on time, whereas the paying customers didn't. I got mine, but I can't speak for everybody else. So Too Faced, Jared Blandino, y'all might want to look into that. I'm just saying. Other than that, I hope that you found this video helpful, insightful, or at least funny. And if not, I don't care. So, as always, thank you ever so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you have any questions or suggestions, hit your girl up in the comments section. If you are new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to see you back on my channel. If you are not here for my shenanigans, my channel, or heavy use of the word motherfucker, that's fine. Just go ahead and click that X in that corner and get your life. Other than that, for those who are here for my shenanigans, you are beautiful, amazing, wonderful, spectacular. And if no one else has told you, I appreciate you. Take care.